He does know how to use Zoom. Ah, at last.
There you are, my friend. How have you been?
Bored, bored, bored.
Yes, lockdown is a struggle. What have you been doing to pass the time?
I've completed my study on the mating habits of the Nepalese earthworm, have written a thesis on the criminological uses of social therapy, and have taken up embroidery.
Sounds like you've been busy. What is that design?
It's a duck.
Oh, I see, a duck.
I need mental stimulation. Troubles, challenges, clues. Where are all the villains gone? I mean, do they have no imagination? Has lockdown completely stopped them from conducting their business?
Well, that is in fact the reason I've contacted you.
You have a case?
Yes, indeed. And a very strange and unusual one.
Excellent. Proceed.
Well, my wife's friend, Miss Lucy Ames, is an actress. Now, during the lockdown, she's had trouble trying to find work. So she's had to accept all sorts of odd and random and unusual jobs, which, you know, is nothing out of the ordinary for an actor, as you know.
Yes, entertainment professionals are unusually prone to taking up strange side jobs.
Mm-hmm. Well, about a week ago, she applied to a casting advert on a casting website. They were looking for someone to dress up as the Easter Bunny and perform a piece of street entertainment at 12 p.m. on Thursday, the 18th of March, at a certain point in Bartholomew Lane.
Bartholomew Lane? That's the one next to Piccadilly Avenue.
That's the one.
Yes. 18th of March. That's today.
Yes.
And did she get the job?
She did. She turned up at the exact place and she performed as planned. But after the performance was finished, the police turned up. And then I think I should let her tell you the rest. She really wants to speak to you, Holmes. Shall I ask her to join us?
Please do.
John, Mr. Holmes, thank you so much for talking with me. Mary's always talking about your cases and is convinced you can help me.
I can tell by the slight slope of your left shoulder, Miss Ames, and by the mark on your right thumb that you have had a recent unpleasant encounter. Please continue.
Well, Mr. Holmes, I'm an actress, and as I told John, last week I applied for a job on a casting site, which was looking for an actor to dress up as the Easter Bunny and deliver some kind of street performance on Bartholomew Lane today at 12 p.m.
What kind of a performance?
They said anything would do.
Did they explain why?
No. But I thought perhaps it was for some kind of hidden camera or reality show. They said they would know if I was there or not, and that I had to stick to the exact spot and time as they had described.
I understand. Did you carry out the job as described?
Yes, I did.
What seems to be the problem then?
If you are chasing their payment of you, then I must say that I am not a debt collector. Really, Watson. I would have thought you'd known better to get me involved in a case such as this. I wish you all the best, Miss
Mr.
Ames.
Holmes,
Really,
I
I know.
have been arrested as a jewellery thief.
You have? Excellent.
Holmes?
Miss Ames, you are starting to interest me. Please continue.
I did my performance as planned. Quite a few people came to watch and applaud. I just finished when a police car drew up and several officers ran out and came up to me. They said there had been a robbery at a nearby jewellery store and that I was under suspicion for being a part of it. They took me down to the station and I had to empty my pockets. When I searched inside them, I found a diamond necklace in one of the pockets of the bunny suit. Mr. Holmes, I have no idea how it got there.
How had the police been alerted to the robbery?
Well, apparently the safe in the shop had a silent alarm, and when it was tripped, the security company alerted the police. There was also a report of someone acting suspicious nearby.
I tried to explain it had nothing to do with me.
Did you get in touch with the people who hired you?
Mr. Holmes, I could not. I searched on the website, but the advert for the job has already been taken down. Even the police can't find any trace of it.
How are you in contact with them then?
It was through the website. It also has a messaging service. They didn't give me an email address or a phone number.
How are you supposed to get paid?
It was cash in hand.
And did you get the cash?
No. They were supposed to come and meet me after the performance, but the police came and took me away. And now I have no job, no money, and I'm under suspicion of robbery.
What have the police said?
They took all my details, my fingerprints, and also the necklace. They would check it for prints and further confirm my story. They told me not to go anywhere, to stay at home and wait for them to get back to me. But Mr. Holmes, I am very worried.
Of course. Our esteemed police force may well be very worthy men and women in their own way, but they cannot be expected to show the kind of brilliance that is expected for this case.
If you could help me, Mr. Holmes, I would be most grateful.
What exactly was the performance you gave? Can you give us a demonstration?
Now? Here?
Yes, now, here, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, of course, I can.
Thank you.
Just the lighting.
Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Mr. Shane, please let me explain. Mr. Shane means you're grand. Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest in the land. Please let me explain. Mr. Shane means you're grand. Mr. Shane, again I'll hobbies. I'm Patty. I'm Maxine. And I'm Laverne.
Oh, bravo, that was excellent, Lucy.
Yeah, certainly a very interesting interpretation of Oroculagus caniculus.
Mr. Holmes, John, what do you think?
Well, look, I have all the information you've sent me here. Plus, I have a few more details from the police. Now, I'll forward these on to Sherlock and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Now, look, you take care of yourself and have a good rest, all right?
Thank you, John.
One last thing before you go, Miss Ames.
Yeah.
I noticed that your ears are slightly askew.
I'm sorry.
Your ears?
I mean, I've always had quite nice ears, really. Not that I ever wear earrings very much.
No, not your ears. Your ears. A rebus oroctalagus caniculus.
I think he's referring to your rabbit ears.
Yes, those very ears, Miss Ames, that are now currently stuck on your head.
Oh, I suppose they may have become wonky during the performance.
Is that suit provided for you, or is it your own?
Oh, it was sent to me.
Really? By whom? How?
It was delivered by courier to my door.
Did you see this courier? Or did you speak to them?
No, I told them I'd be out, and they said they'd simply leave it on the doorstep.
I see.
It was raining, however, so I stayed in. I think I remember hearing a vehicle driving away from the house. And when I opened the door, there was the box containing the costume.
Was there any writing on the box? Any indication of where it was from, or do you remember anything else?
No, it was just a plain cardboard box. As for anything else, I think I remember a white van, driving away with the letters RW on the side.
But I don't know if that was the van that delivered the costume or not.
Would you be so kind, Miss Ames, as to send me those ears?
I'm sorry.
The ears, Miss Ames, those very ears which even now are flopping across your head. I would greatly appreciate it if you would send them to me as soon as possible by bike.
Well, we will of course pay for any costs. I have the number for a courier here.
Yes, I can do that.
Very well then. You may go.
You send me your address, Lucy, and I'll arrange that courier. Now, do take care of yourself, all right? Really, Holmes? I thought you could have had a bit more sympathy for the poor girl.
Someone applies for a job online, offered by mysterious persons unknown, who don't give verifiable names, contact details, or payment terms, and then, against all common sense, they take the job and carry it out, and then are surprised when things don't turn out as expected.
Well...
Really, Watson, there is no hope for the human species.
Yes, but even so, to accept a simple acting job and then be arrested for robbery, how can we help her?
My dear Watson, it's as plain as can be. Miss Ames has sent you more specific information, I understand?
Yes, I have it here.
Show it to me.
Right, now this is the street where Lucy was hired to stand and perform as the Easter Bunny. The cross here is where Lucy was told to stand.
At precisely 12 p.m. on Thursday?
Yes, this cross here is Webley Jewellers.
Is there a photo of the shop?
Yes. This is Webley Jewellers. The shop was closed, of course, due to lockdown.
How did the robbers enter the shop?
Through the back entrance, down this narrow alley. They broke the window.
And the safe?
The safe, which had been broken into, had a silent alarm. It took the police 5 minutes to get there, by which time the robbers had made their escape, again through the back, taking with them the contents of the safe, which contained several £100,000 worth of gold and diamond jewellery.
The shop must have CCTV.
Yes, 3 cameras, one at the back here, and 2 at the front. They're just off to the side of this picture, here and here.
But mysteriously, on this occasion, the cameras were shut down.
Yes. How did you know?
A simple observation. For the robbers to enter and exit undetected, they must have disabled the security cameras.
Yes. The police said that the cameras were jammed for the duration of the robbery.
And the necklace, which was found in the pocket of the bunny suit?
Oh, here. It's one of their antique style range, although it is actually new.
Valuable?
Oh, around £6,000. Worthwhile for an out-of-work actress to steal.
But nothing compared to what was taken from the safe.
Precisely.
What was the distance between the spot where Miss Ames was asked to stand and the jewellery shop?
Oh, I'd say about 5 metres.
Interesting. Right, you observed, did you not, that in Miss Ames's performance, she moved thus and thus?
Yes.
Well, I believe that in this section, one of the robbers, masquerading as a passerby, was able to slip the incriminating necklace into her pocket.
Yes, I see. But that still doesn't help us discover who they are or how they managed to avoid being seen on the CCTV.
That, my dear Watson, is perfectly obvious from everything that Miss Ames has already told us. I only await the delivery of her ears to confirm all this.
Right, of course.
And now, Watson, I must go. I have things to do before the courier arrives. You will send those over to me right away, won't you?
Yes.
And, let us Zoom again in a couple of hours, okay?
Yeah. Oh. Bye then. Is it obvious? It isn't obvious to me. Still, I suppose I shall find out in a few hours' time. Embroidery, eh? Lockdown certainly is a strange time.